Okay, recording is okay. Okay. Well, Salam Habibi, how are you all? I hope you are fine. It's me, Michael Celebrity Santa. I am here with you. Well, here top fans. Well, accordance with title, uh, you have known that today we are roasting Tulsi Gabbard as her credibility to be American National Intelligence Director. Well, but as a typing character limitations, I mean the computer character limitations, something is missing, but it's okay. Now, as we came to know that Tulsi Gabbard could not be able to be a director of American National Intelligence. Okay? Okay, yes, that is right. Because Tulsi Gabbard says something wrong, and perhaps she says some unethical points, as we can see. Well, and first of all, now I would talk with you that how could I say that Tulsi Gabbard cannot be eligible for the director of national American National Intelligence? Here we get somewhere. Well, here perhaps I can get some conspiracy, and as a conspiracy, we can see the conspiracy theory is very strong, and it contains a probability to be a credible point. Well, let's go to find. Okay, and now let's see how could we could know that she is not credible to be a national intelligence director. Let's see. Okay. Well, it is here. Well, here we have written United States National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard secrets. She contained secrets in the secrets. Well, confidential information number 0. She is Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. Now here is the secret. Tulsi Gabbard was an army officer to serve in Iraq in 2004 to 2005 as a specialist of medical units, but she served probably 30,000 Iraqi terrorists as a new investment of Islamic State's Iraq terrorist organizations. She is a family medical specialist of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Okay. Well, here we know that is there is a secret. Well, perhaps you can know that well, it would have no credibility, or you would ask that Michaela, why are you asking that Tulsi Gabbard served 30,000 Iraqi terrorists as a new investment of Islamic State Iraqi terrorist organizations? Well, Tulsi Gabbard was an American soldier to deployed in Iraq in 2004 to 2005. In that times, there is the presidency of George W. Bush. Well, but note it that she is a specialist in medical units. Well, and now for the times, here we can see the last sentence would be wrong, that she is a family medical specialist of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. But here is a coincidence point. Well, Tulsi Gabbard was an army officer to serve in Iraq in 2004 to 2005. Well, and now let's see what happened in Iraq. You can see the next point. Okay. Now I am searching Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden. Okay. Here we can search it. And now I am searching 9/11 terrorist. Oh, I would like to show you something. Okay, terrorist 9/11 terrorist attack. Well, here we go, the September 11 attack. Now, September 11 attacks on United States is in 2001. Well, 19 terrorists hijacked 4 commercial airlines, crashing the first into the Twin Tower of World Trade Center in New York City and the third into the Pentagon. Who is Pentagon? The Pentagon is the headquarters of United States Department of Defense. Well, now here we can see the attack killed 2,977 people, making it the deadliest terrorist attack in history. It responds the attacks. The United States waged in the global war of terror over multiple decades to eliminate hostile group, deemed terrorist organization as well as government purpose to support them. Now, here is the we go. Islamic terrorism, aircraft hijack, suicide attack, and mass murder. Well, what is that? Dead count is almost 3,000. Okay. Now, perpetrator was Al Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden. You can see. Now here is the casualty. Okay. Now here is the casualty. I would like to describe the Wikipedia later. But now let's see to wish a calendar. Okay. Perhaps it where happened Well, it was happened in 2001, and now let's watch it. Okay. Well, now let's watch it. What was the day? September. Even if that was a Sunday, Saturday, still you it is a working day for Jewish Americans. What is the nature? Okay, date. Okay. Nobody would want to contact and informations. And now, okay, let me see why it would be work day for Jewish American even if it is Saturday, because the first tower spot is terrorist attack is World Trade Center. Well, that means the trade center of in New York City, the economical trading communication between the other worlds and the United States of America. And the third attack was at Pentagon, the headquarters of United States Department of Defense. Well, now let me see. Someone can say if that was Saturday, that was well, it was okay. Here is an update version. We will wait. Now let me see. Even that was a Saturday. Saturday is a Jewish weekend. Still, Jewish American would work on our United States World Trade Center, because it is not a local trade center, it is an international trade center. And now, as an international trade center, you can see and Yahoo, a Jewish could not have a weekends in that even that was Saturday, because now here United States of America has a trade between the trade between United States of America and England, United States of America and Germany, United States of America and Italy, United States of America and Australia. Well, in that country, weekend is Saturday, Sunday. Fine, but now here is a trade points. We can United States of America. There was a international trade between United States of America and Turkey, United States of America and Saudi Arabia, United States of America and Dubai, United States of America and Pakistan, and there can be the international probable trade between United States of America and Bangladesh. Well, as a Jewish people, Jewish American contains weekend as a Saturday. But what about Bangladesh? In Bangladesh, Friday is a weekend of Bangladesh because Bangladesh is a Muslim country and Bangladesh does not support any Jewish communication or any Jewish traditions. Even nowadays, Bangladeshis are boycotting Israeli drinking products like Coca-Cola, Maggi, etc. Even they do not know even that was Israeli products or not. But in their points, there was a traditional points. And what about the Pentagon? Pentagon was under the 9/11 terrorist attack, and Pentagon is an United States Department of Defense. Well, as we know that in our every country of our friends, a defensive person, I mean a national defense person contains no weekends. Even it doesn't matter you are Jewish, it doesn't matter you are Christians, it doesn't matter you are Muslims, you would always face that you have to work even on our weekend day. As a normal people of your nations, there has a weekend that they can have a disco party, dance party, etc. But an army officer, national army officer, you have to work to save your national sovereignty even one weekend day. Okay, but now, well, here is a conversation points. Okay, well, now it is our first point. Now let me the second point. I don't know even this even the second point would be valid or not. Okay. Well, let's click on September and let's click on well 2001. Okay, well, that was in 2001, that was Sunday. We agree with it, that was Sunday. Perhaps in Sunday, we can say, well, now you have said that we are going to September 2001 and September 9th is a Sunday. But as you know that in that point nobody would be killed in that day because Sunday was a weekend day for the Christians, and now Sunday was a weekend day for Americans because as a national weekend, Sunday was weekend for Jewish, right? Wrong. Because you know, as we can see that here is our several Muslim in Bangladesh believes Since September 9, 2001 was a Sunday, there was a weekend, so Jewish are safe and Christians are safe. It all would be Muslims. But let me tell you, this is not a ordinary American working spot. This is a World Trade Center. And the first attack place spot was World Trade Center, where Americans there is an international trade between United States of America and England, United States of America and Germany, United States of America and Israel. In Israel, Sunday is not weekends. More than Sunday is a working day. And now we got a Jewish ones. Now as a Muslim ones, they are as a international trade between United States and Saudi Arabia, United States and Abu Dhabi, United States and Dubai, United States and Pakistan, and even United States and Bangladesh. And now we can see, well, this is the laptop. It is a budget version. Is from China. We have bought in 2014. In that time, that was 34,000 Bangladeshi rupees. That means 340 United States dollars. But we can have a premium version of the laptop. Its brand is already the United States of Americans laptop, and the premium version is made in United States of America. Well, but still, but still, we can know that it is 2011 well, now still. In 11 years, it is in Bangladesh. The laptop is in Bangladesh, and now still through the American brand, there is an international trade between United States of America and Bangladesh. And now here is a rumor that there is a chief minister as a puppet of Central Intelligence Agency and named Dr. Muhammad Yunus. Well, therefore we can know that in Bangladesh, Friday is a weekend, and in Americans, Sunday is a weekend, and in Israel, Saturday is a weekend. And as an effect, the World Trade Center in New York was always open for 24/7. Even it has no weekend in any days of the weeks. And the third point is the Pentagon. Well, was a defense center. You cannot, as an army officer, you cannot have any weekends in your profession as an army officer. You have to be on duty on your border even if the day was a weekend. it does not matter. Well, and now we can see that who was the responsible? The responsible was, we can say, well, the responsible was Osama bin Laden. Okay. Now, well, as a consequently, Twin Tower 9/11 terrorist attack is in the calendar 2001, but Osama bin Laden died as a dog in May 2011. It is almost 10 years. But now, here we can see what is the contribution of Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. She is the Tulsi Gabbard. And now here is a military service. Well, in July 2004, she was deployed for 12 months tour in Iraq, serving as a specialist with a medical company, 29th Supporting Battalion, 29th Infantry Brigade Combat Team of the Hawaii Army National Guard in Iraq. Gabbard served as logistics support area Anaconda, compelling her tower in 2005. Because of the deployment, she chose not to campaign for re-election of state legislature. Well, and now, well, it is illegal that if you are an army officer, you can be you can choose a campaign for re-election of state legislature, as you can do that. But here is the point. Now, as a problem, notice, you have to notice that in July 24, from the July in July calendar 2004 to calendar 2005, Tulsi Gabbard was deployed for 12 months in Iraq as a specialist in medical unit company, 29th Support Battalion, 29th Infantry Brigade Combat Team of the Hawaii Army National Guard. Well, here is the concern. And when Osama bin Laden died, Osama bin Laden died is in 2011. Well, in 2004 to 2005, Osama bin Laden was perhaps Osama. Here is a rumor that Osama bin Laden was in Iraq. But as a point that well, here as a militant points, and now we can say here was a in 1991, Osama bin Laden was expelled from Saudi Arabia to return on Sudan's its government after repeatedly criticizing the United States alliance with United States. So the alliance with United States. Well, she returns to Afghanistan. Now what? Okay. Here are the points. What is the now? Here we can tell me the well. Now tell me what was the contribution of Tulsi Gabbard, notwithstanding a personal family medical specialist to be Osama bin Laden, and it is her secret points because in 2004, calendar 2004 to calendar 2005, well, Osama bin Laden was alive, and perhaps when he got Osama bin Laden has a fever of 100 degree Fahrenheit or 200 100 degree Fahrenheit or 100 degree diarrhea or malaria types, something like that. Tulsi Gabbard provides medical support to our Osama bin Laden. Here are the points. If that was not possible, how could it possible that the end of Tulsi Gabbard tour in Iraq at the calendar 2005, Osama bin Laden was alive still next 6 years? How is possible? That is that is impossible, not impossible, because sometimes impossible say I am possible, but for this coincidences, it is Tulsi Gabbard credibility is impossible. Okay, and now here is the first doubt, the doubt number 0, and now I am talking about the doubt number 1. Okay. Well, you can say doubt number 1 is Tulsi Gabbard provides a probable 300 million United States dollar to United States President Joe Biden. Oh, I would have mistake something. Okay. States. Okay. Here I can clear it. I could clear it. Well, Tulsi Gabbard provides a probable 300 million United States dollar to United States President Joe Biden through Vice President Kamala Harris in 2021. Hence, that she can become Lieutenant Colonel because Tulsi Gabbard has a no performance to become a second lieutenant. Okay. Now here we got a mark sheet in the first file. Okay. Now let's go to the points. Here. Now here is the Tulsi Gabbard's points. Well, okay. On July 2021, Gabbard was promoted to rank of lieutenant colonel while she was deployed in the Horn of Africa, working as a civil affairs officer in the support of special operations missions. Subsequently, Gabbard was given the command of the 1st Battalion, 354th Regiment, based in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Gabbard reportedly maintains top secret security clearance her military service. And now, well, the file is that, here we can have the file has been irrelevant. Now let's focus on the relevant file. Well, the election, the election of 2024. Well, United States presidential. Okay. Now here we can see the result. Now it is the crystal points. I think it would be the relevance. Okay. Now here Central News Networks. Okay. And now, oh my Adonai. I have mistakenly points on the point of the points. It is irrelevant. Now we can see the relevant points. Okay. Let me check if okay. And now in 2020 United States presidential elections, here we can see in presidential elections were held in the United States in November 3, 2020. Okay. Well, here was a 2% was candidate to be the president of United States of America in 2020, calendar 2020. Well, the winner person was Joe Biden. He is a good person. Donald Trump has been defeated. He is a good person. Well, home state is Delaware, and home state is Florida. Nice. Well, Donald Trump running mate was Michael Richard Pence. Nice. That is good. And but unfortunately, Donald Trump got only 232 electoral vote, while to be a president of the United States of America, you have to win in 271 electoral vote. Well, Joe Biden win 306 electoral vote. Nice. That's great. But now here we can see the main problems. The problem was Kamala Devi Harris. Okay. Kamala Devi Harris is an American politician and attorney who served as a 49th Vice President of the United States from 2021 to 2025. I think 2020 to 2024 under presidency of Joe Biden. She is the first female, the first African American, and the first Asian American United States Vice President. Okay, here is the problems. And now, problem starts in here. Well, now let's see what about the Kamala Harris. Well, Kamala Devi Harris born in October 20, 1964. Okay. She is preceded by Mike Pence and succeeded by J.D. Vance. Okay. Now here we got her. Well, he is a man or woman. Well, Douglas Craig Amford, his her husband's. Her father is Donald Jasper Harris, a Jamaican American, and her mother is a Shashmata Gopalan, biomedical scientist. And relative, what is her relatives? Her relative is a Harris family. Okay, we have no problem. But here we go that Donald Jasper Harris is a Jamaican American. That means here we can say a black woman. And now, you can see that here as the bad points in the we can see. Well, on July 4, 2004, Tulsi Gabbard was promoted to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. Okay. Now, now here we can see here was a difficult points. I mean the dangerous points we can thought, and as a dangerous point we cannot even think. Well, Tulsi Gabbard became the Lieutenant Colonel on July 2021, and what was the event? It was the first year it was the first year of first term of Joe Biden as the President of United States of America, and it was first year of first term of Kamala Devi Harris as a Vice President of United States of America. Well, here was a time, you can see that here was a time when I personally got 2 copyright strike on YouTube. Okay. If I I got 2 copyright strike or 3 copyright strike. I don't know. Well, it was the time when I got 2 copyright strike on YouTube. My YouTube channel, in these channels. Well, as I roasting Mahat Mangal to support misogyny and as to support credibility, I was roasting Kamal Rashid Khan, a cringe movie actor. And well, here is the coincidences. And now let's focus on it. Well, Tulsi Gabbard. As a woman, here is the different points. And Tulsi Gabbard became a lieutenant government in lieutenant colonel in 2021 as the vice under the vice presidency of Kamala Harris in United States of America. Well, here was a proverb even if a vice president or governmental person, security person, if Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris promotes some women to the upper rank, that means she is ineligible on the upper rank. Well, the second woman is ineligible to the upper rank on of the United States Army or United States military force. And as a Tulsi Gabbard, here is a point that we have a mark sheet of Tulsi Gabbard. Let's see what is the mark sheet. Well, personally, my wife Jonah Petra sent me the mark sheets. Well, since I'm Bengali, we can speak Bengali language. Okay. Well, and now here we can see, well, United States National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard mark sheet from military academies. Okay, here that brings a second conspiracy theory. Okay, but now I would like to refresh about it because it is a cringe point. We could see it. Okay. Now, well, now let's go the third points. Well, in March, now let's see in the last one. In March 2007, Tulsi Gabbard graduated from the Accelerated Officer Candidate School as an Alabama Military Academy at the top of her class, the first woman ever to do so. Let's remind, as the age of 26 years, while even a transgender can do it at her age of 17 years. Secondly, a woman cannot be top of her class. She would brave with 300 million United States dollars. And what why did I say that? Well, now let's see it. Here we can say, well, here is the points. In March 2007, she graduated from Accelerate as a officer candidate school at the Alabama Military Academy as the top of her class, the first woman ever do so. After successfully completing the officer training, Gabbard was commissioned as a second lieutenant and assigned to the 29th Infantry Brigade Special Troop Battalion. The time to serve as a Army Military Police Officer. Well, I would check the letter. As an Army Police Officer, what was the points? Well, in March 2007, well, and now, how was Tulsi Gabbard the top of her class? Let's see it. Okay. Here is Tulsi Gabbard, National Intelligence Director, Tulsi Gabbard mark sheet from their military academy. We have found. It is top secret. Well, weapon fire as that passing accuracy is 25 bullets out of 50 bullets. That means if you fire 50 bullets, 25 bullets would be on the center. Okay. And as a fire range 50 meters, she fired 10,000 bullets. But what is her fire accuracy? It is only 2 bullets. Well, in 100 meters range, fire range, Tulsi Gabbard fired 100,000 bullets, but her fire only 4 bullets can be in the circle of fire accuracy. Well, now here is the fire range, 500 meters. Well, fire count, Tulsi Gabbard have fired 1 million bullets. And what is the fire accuracy? Bullet, only 1 bullets. Well, and now we can see what is the points we have noticed that. And here is the topics. It is our news and politics. Through Tulsi Gabbard, well, perhaps Donald Trump would lose his credibility as a national security topic, because in that, well, I could not buy any rifles or any air guns, but still, well, if I can fire 100 bullets, well, my fire accuracy is at 10 bullets. Well, while it is a 50 meters. But now Tulsi, while I have a space, but Tulsi Gabbard eyesight is clear and fine, healthy, but still, while Tulsi Gabbard fired 10,000 bullets in 50 meters, two bullets touch on the center of the circles. Well, 20 bullets is in the circles. Well, let's subtract 1000 by 20. What would be that? That would be 9,000, 10,000 by 20. Let's subtract 10,000 by 20. What would be that? That would be 9,980. Well, that means 9,979 firing bullets is out of the circle. They are not even in the circles. Well, it is 50 meters. Now, what is the 100 meter performance? Her fire accuracy is 4 bullets. Okay. But here the fire count is 100,000 bullets. Well, that means from the firing 100,000 bullets in 100 meters, only 4 bullets touch on the center and 20 bullets touch on insides of circle. That means 99,976 firing bullets are crystally out of circles. Well, now as a 500 meters firing range, here her fire accuracy is 1 bullet. But she can fire, she fired 1 million bullets. That means from the 1 million firing bullets, only 1 bullet touch on center of the circle, and 20 bullets can touch inside of circles. That means 999,979 bullets goes outside of circles. And well, here is the weapon firing performance. And here in this can be sure that how could Tulsi Gabbard be the topper of her class, while her fire accuracy is 2 bullets out of 10,000 bullets as 50 meters, 100,000 bullets. Well, 4 bullets out of 100,000 bullets as 100 meters, 1 bullet out of 1 million bullets as 500 meters. Well, if she is a topper student of her military class, then the average student performance and what would be the backbencher student of performance? Well, even Iraqi man who is in Iraqi military academy to serve as an Iraqi army, his fire accuracy can be 200 out of 10,000 in 50 meters, 4,000 out of 100,000 bullets in 100 meters, and 80,000 out of 1 million bullets in 500 meters. But the Iraqi military academic man student can be a backbencher of his military class. But here the corruption is that Tulsi Gabbard, who is now a United States National Intelligence Director, and in 2007 joined as a second lieutenant. She is a the top of her class, while her fire as a weapon fire course, her fire accuracy is 2 out of 10,000 in 50 meters, 2 out of 50,000 in 100 meters, and 1 out of 1 million in 500 meters. If that is the top women student of her military class, well, I don't think that the military academy would be operated still. And it would be the shame for us that the women can be our second lieutenant. But Tulsi Gabbard did that. It is a shame for us. Okay? And now we can see her. Well, now we can see her military training. Okay. Just wait for 2 more hours. We can see it and we can live with it. Okay. Here is a marathon training. Well, passing speed that 4,000 kilometers in 1 minute. Marathon race is 40 kilometers. Well, her marathon timing is 10 hours. When marathon race is 200 kilometers, her marathon timing is 52 hours. When marathon race is 400 kilometers, marathon timing is 111 hours. Well, as a marathon, while a marathon speed is 4 kilometers per hour for 40 kilometers, 3 kilometer 846 meter 100 millimeter per hour as the range of 200 kilometers. Well, 3 kilometers, 603 meters, 600 millimeters per hour as a 400 kilometers. Okay, and now well, and now here was the points. Our suspicion would be increased day by day. I mean, the minutes by minutes, because in United States military army, here was a marathon. Here would be the 400 kilometers marathon as a training. Well, the passing speed is 400 kilometer in 1 minute. Well, for 24, that means 400 kilometer in 6 minutes. That means well, 24,000 kilometer in 1 hour. That would be good. Well, it would be the passing speed. Well, we know that in South Asia there was a passing speed is, the range is always 40 kilometer, and passing speed is always 40 kilometer as a 5 hours marathon. But it is only in South Asian like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. But in United States of America, here we know that as a marathon training, the passing speed is 400 kilometer in 1 minute. That means if the range is 40 kilometers, passing marathon timing is 6 seconds. Your marathon range is 200 kilometer. Passing timing, marathon timing would be passing marathon timing would be 30 seconds. If your marathon timing, marathon range would be 400 kilometers, marathon timing would be 1 minute. That is clear? Well, it is a beautiful point, as we know. But in their points, Tulsi Gabbard marathon training performance, we can say that in 400 kilometers, her marathon timing is 10 hours. Well, while the passing timing is 6 seconds. Well, what is as we can see, what is 1 hour? 1 hour means 3600 seconds means 1 hour. That means 10 hours means 36,000 seconds. Well, passing marathon range is 40 kilometers, and the passing marathon timing is 6 seconds. But Tulsi Gabbard marathon timing is 10 hours. That means Tulsi Gabbard is 6,000 times slow than passing timing, marathon timing. as an effect. Okay, and now Tulsi Gabbard is 6,000 times slow in the accordance with the marathon passing timing in the range of 40 kilometers. Now what is the 20 kilometers? Well, 20 kilometers, for 20 kilometers, passing, okay. Now let's see, passing marathon timing is, well, 30 seconds. That means half of a minute. Now, Tulsi Gabbard passing Tulsi Gabbard marathon timing is 52 hours. Well, now let's see what is 52 hours. We know that 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Therefore, 52 hours means 187,200 seconds. Okay? And now, here we can see, well, in 200 kilometers, where passing marathon to be passed, marathon timing is 30 seconds. Tulsi Gabbard marathon timing is 52 hours. That means Tulsi Gabbard is 6,240 times slower than the passing marathon times. Well, and here we can see, well, and now let's check about the 400 kilometers. Well, accordance with 400 kilometers, okay. Well, according with 400 kilometers, here is previously says that passing marathon timing is 1 minute. Well, passing marathon timing is 1 minute, but Tulsi Gabbard marathon timing is 111 hours. That means Tulsi Gabbard is 6,660 times slower than the marathon timing to be passed out. Well, here we can say at the points. Well, United States Army instructor has a timing that, well, now what was the timing today in Bangladesh? Well, that is 8 a.m. 44 minutes. Okay. Now, as a watch on the United States military training instructor, well, as a 400 kilometer, time would start on 8:44 a.m. and time would stop at 8:45 a.m. It is the timing set to be passed out. But let's see what about 40 kilometers. Well, United States uh, military training instructor said the time 6 seconds. Okay, time would start on 8:44 a.m. and time would be stopped at 8:44:06 a.m. Okay, but what is Tulsi Gabbard performance for 40 kilometers? Tulsi Gabbard start on 8:44 a.m. and Tulsi Gabbard finish on the Tulsi Gabbard finish 40 kilometers marathon race at 6:44 p.m. Tulsi Gabbard marathon start on 8:44 a.m. and finish 40 kilometers at 6:44 p.m. And now you can see that what is the useless fellow Tulsi Gabbard is. Well, even now Tulsi Gabbard cannot be eligible for a home card of even of a personal shopkeeper of a poor people where personal shops where chocolates, chewing gums and pen, notebook can be sales only. But now it is the performance of Tulsi Gabbard, but now she became the United States National Intelligence Director in the period of Donald Trump, and in 2021 she is the Lieutenant Colonel of United States Army under the presidency of Joe Biden and vice presidency of Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. Here is her points. Well, now let's focus on 200 kilometers. Okay. The 200 kilometers. Okay, in 200 kilometers, well, United States military training instructor would set the starting time on 8:50 a.m. and the ending time at 8:30 a.m. Well, okay, and now here is the points. 48 point. Well, and now here is a twist. What is Tulsi Gabbard marathon timing? Her marathon timing is 52 hours. That means her marathon timing is 2 days, 4 hours. Well, 2 days, 4 hours. Well, how can we trust on her? I don't have an idea. Well, 2 days, 4 hours. I think the human active day is 18 hours. Therefore, let's calculate what is 52 hours. Okay. Now, well, well, now you can say that she runs into 200 kilometer of marathon race. Tulsi Gabbard marathon timing is 2 days 16 hours. Can you believe it? That is, it can be 2 days 16 hours. What is the meaning of 2 days 16 hours? Okay, that means that okay, your time well, Tulsi Gabbard start to have a marathon race on 200 kilometer at the timing of 8:50 a.m. As a date of July 4, 2025. And now she would finish the 200 kilometer as what of time? 12 midnight, 12 o'clock, 50 minutes. Well, and at the date of July 6, July 7 to 2025, and it is thus now we can say why she is 6,240 times slow than the marathon timing to be passed out. Now what we can see here, and what about the 400 kilometers? Let me see. 6, 12. Okay. Now here we can see that in 400 kilometers, United States military training instructor would say 1 minute. That means, okay, the start would be 8:54 a.m. and the end of marathon of 400 kilometers would be 8:55 a.m. Just 1 minute. But what about Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi Gabbard timing is now 6 days 3 hours. 6 days 3 hours. Well, human active time is 18 hours per day. Hence it is 6 days 3 hours. Well, 6 days 3 hours. That means if Tulsi Gabbard start to have a marathon race of 400 kilometers at 8:55 a.m. July 4, 2025, well, she can reach where she can finish 400 kilometer as 11:55 a.m. July 10, 2025. That means she is 6,660 times slow than the range. And now here we can see here is the performance of Tulsi Gabbard, and the negative point is, notwithstanding the performance, she is a top of her class of Alabama Military Academy and become the second lieutenant. Well, that means here is the her corruption is only her security corruption start on military academy. Now here what could I say? But here I would waste 10 minutes because I have to go to restroom for some natural callings. See you on 10 minutes later. Okay, and now here we go. We can trust on it. And now here is the points we can see. Here is another course that would be shocking as we know. Okay. Now the course is the firing range of tank. Well, as a firing range, passing accuracy is 30 out of 30 rocketile 30 rounds rocket projectiles. Well, here that means well is the meaning of the passing accuracy is like that. If you have fired 2000 rounds as a rocket projectile of tank, then 100 round should be accuracy in 7,000 kilometers, 14,000 kilometers and 28,000 kilometers. But now here we can say that well here we can see here is the next points. Okay. Well, here's the next point. What is the performance of Tulsi Gabbard? Well, passing accuracy is 30 out of 60 rocket projectile and firing range in 7,000 kilometers. Tulsi Gabbard firing accuracy is wow, nice shot. Well, it would be accuracy, and now it's clear. Okay, Tulsi Gabbard in fire range of 7,000 kilometers. Tulsi Gabbard firing accuracy is but she fires 2,000 rounds. Well, in 14,000 kilometer of fire range, Tulsi Gabbard fire accuracy is 2 rounds. And now here is with data, but she fires 20,000 rounds in 28 kilometer fire range. Tulsi Gabbard fire accuracy is 2 round of tank projectiles, but firing count is she fired 200,000 rounds. It is the Tulsi Gabbard. And now, well, here we can have another calculators, but now we would like to sit here. Okay. Now I would like to delete my calculator memory. Okay. Why I could not delete calculator memory? Or perhaps it is used. Okay. And now, well, 20,000 kilometers. Now it is a square. Okay. 25 kilometers square. another road. Well, uh, and now here we say, uh, if your enemy, here is your tanks, it is your tanks, but your enemy stands uh, 12,609 kilometer north and 25,000 kilometer east. Well, but your still your firing accuracy is 200,000 rounds out of your firing accuracy is 2 rounds out of 200,000 rounds. Then what is your points? That means you are a idiot military soldiers. Well, here is Tulsi Gabbard's performance. In the Tulsi Gabbard performance, here we can see in Tulsi Gabbard performance. Here we can say that the tank has been aimed on 25,000 north and 12,609 kilometer. Well, the Tulsi Gabbard tank in 25,000 kilometer north and 12,609 kilometer east. But still, when Tulsi Gabbard fired 200,000 rounds, her firing accuracy is only 2 rounds out of 200,000 rounds. And now, here is an irony, and that is Tulsi Gabbard is still topper female student of her class of Afghan Military Academy. Well, when within the performance, let's see what happened with Afghan Military Academy, if that is operational or not. Let's see. Well, here is Alabama Military Academy. Now what is written? Alabama Military Academy is a National Guard officer candidate training school located in Fort McClellan Army National Guard Training Center in Fort McClellan, Alabama. It was established in 1957 and has a motto, "It shall be done." The training center celebrated for McClellan 100th anniversary in 2007. Candidates participate 6-mile march at Talladega Super Speedway. Well, here is Nobel alumni. Wow! Look at the notable alumni. Tulsi Gabbard, member of United States House of Representatives from Hawaii, first woman to finish as a distinguished honor graduated as an academic 50 years story. Well, now let's see what is the controversy. On February 13, 2009, Comedian Sacha Baron Cohen, in character as a Bruno, fooled guard officer into allowing him to participate in training the Albana Military Academy as Fort McClellan. The officers were led to believe that Cohen was a reporter, a German TV documentary. The incident ended when Albana cadet recognized Cohen. Guard spokesperson, staff surgeons. Well, who is that? Katrina Timmons stated on March 16, 2009 about the incidents. It is an embarrassment of the Albania National Guard since that we have pulled protocol to make sure that this does not happen again. Well, who is staff surgeon? Katrina Timmons? Oh my god. Well, that means we can say that Albana Military Academy established on 1957 and the training center celebrate Fort McClellan's 100th anniversary in 2017. But as we can say that in March 2007, that means 10 days earlier of the time when the training center celebrating Fort McClellan's 100th anniversary, Tulsi Gabbard, the Alabama Military Academy, as the top of her class, the first woman ever do so. Well, okay, and here is the points. But and the reality is that Tulsi Gabbard could not even 3 round accurate fire from her firing 200,000 rounds of rocket projectiles at the aim where on geo coordinates to 25,000 kilometer north and 12,609 kilometer east. And here is a significant, but still, Tulsi Gabbard is a top of her class. Well, in that time, Alabama Military Academy would be shut down forever because it is shameful for the deaf. Well, now what is the 24,000 kilometers range as the geo coordinates? Well, let's say. Well, 14,000 kilometers. Now we have to delete that. 14,000 kilometers squares. 11,000 kilometers squares. Okay, we can have a life. And what is the points? Okay. Well, let's see that. Okay. And now you can see as a 14,000. Now you can see as a 14,000 kilometers range. Tulsi Gabbard fire accuracy is 2 rounds out of 20,000 rounds. It is clear that she can when she fires 200,000 rounds at the 14,000 kilometers. Well, her accuracy is 20 rounds, as you can see. But problem is that still 14,000 kilometer range, the fire round as a 200,000 rounds. Well, 199,980 rounds firing would be missing absolutely. Well, now what is the now? Let's consider it as a geo coordinates. Well, here is the Tulsi Gabbard. Now you can see a Tulsi Gabbard tank, military tank. That means the military tank that was operated by Tulsi Gabbard. Well, and now, okay, and now it is aiming on 11,000 kilometers south and 8,660 kilometer 254 meter west. That is the geo coordinates. Well, if Tulsi Gabbard fired 200,000 round of rocket projectiles, her accuracy is 20. But as a passing accuracy is that means that if you have to fire 200,000 rounds, then your fire accuracy would be minimum 100,000 rounds. Well, that means that Tulsi Gabbard is fire accuracy is well, now we can see 100,000 20. Well, that means in 40,000 kilometers where geo coordinates is 11,000 kilometer south and 8,660 kilometer 254 meters west, Tulsi Gabbard failed 5,000 times because in 20,000 rounds your passing accuracy would be minimum 10,000 rounds, but you have 2 rounds, that means you have failed 5,000 times. And but in notwithstanding the performance of Tulsi Gabbard, she is still top of her class. Now you should know that what would be their points on. Now you should know that what would be the circumstance of Albana military academies, and perhaps corruption was started on 2000 Tulsi Gabbard military corruption start on 2007, and now it is was still on 2021 as a Lieutenant General Colonel, and now she is an United States National Intelligence Director. Okay, now here we can see. Okay, now here we can see. What about the far range of 7,000 kilometers? Okay. Okay. Well, here we can see that here in 7,000 kilometers is that the geo coordinates aim geo coordinates accordance with the tank. The aim geo coordinates would be 5,000 north, 4,898 kilometer, 979 meters west. And in the geo coordinates, well, if you have fired for 100 rounds, then accordance with passing accuracy, you would fire well. If you fire 200 rounds as a passing accuracy, your firing accuracy would be 100 rounds. If you have fired 10,000 rounds, to be passed out, your firing accuracy would be 10,000 rounds. If you fire 200,000 rounds, well, to be passed out, your firing accuracy would be 100,000 rounds. But in that geo coordinates, what is Tulsi Gabbard's performance for accuracy? If Tulsi Gabbard fired 200 rounds, her firing accuracy is 2 rounds. If Tulsi Gabbard fired 20,000 rounds, her firing accuracy is 20 rounds. Well, it is not 200, it is 2,000. If Tulsi Gabbard fired 2,000 rounds, her fire accuracy is 2 rounds. If Tulsi Gabbard fired 20,000 rounds, her fire accuracy is 20 rounds. And if Tulsi Gabbard fired 200,000 rounds, her fire accuracy is 200 rounds in that geo coordinates of the target. Well, and here we can say fire accuracy. Here is the probability to kill an innocent citizen of the enemy countries. It could be necklaces. Now I have played several times of United States Military Academy 3D game, and here is that if you show your necklaces, you would be demoted, and if you are at the lowest rank of the United States Army, but you show your necklaces, you would be fired from the Army Academy and you cannot join here. But in here, in the 7th, well, aim target is 5,000 north and 4,898 kilometer, 979 meter west. Her Tulsi Gabbard fire accuracy is 200 rounds out of 200,000 rounds rocket projectiles. Well, and where the while the and where the fire range is at a geo coordinates with 11,000 kilometer south and 8,660 kilometer to 54 meter west. Her Tulsi Gabbard fire accuracy is 20 out of 200,000 rounds. Well, and the third case is target geo coordinates is 25,000 kilometer north and 12,609 kilometer 520 meter east. Tulsi Gabbard firing accuracy is 2 round out of 200,000 rounds. Well, that means she would not be eligible to join a United States military army but in 2007 she became a second lieutenant and she became second lieutenant. Well, she did not kill Osama bin Laden and neither Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Still, in 2021, she became a lieutenant colonel in the first year of the first term of vice presidency of Kamala Harris and presidency of Joe Biden. Well, here is the now we can say that United States National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard contains no credibility to remains on that designations. Well, and now here we can see well, where is the second points? Now we have forgot the second point. In 2015, while also serving the Congress, Tulsi Gabbard became a major with a Hawaii Army National Guard without any performance. It was the third years of second terms of American President Barack Hussein Obama, a talented president who was probably an ineligible colorist. Well, while in 2015, while also serving in Congress, Tulsi Gabbard became a major with Hawaii Army of National Guard without any performance. She could not have any great performance against Islamic State. Well, now let me tell you about Islamic State as a terrorist organization. Okay, now Kamala Harris is irrelevant, but now here we can say Islamic State, Islamic State, terrorist. Oh, why? Now I have forgotten to show you terrorist organization. I hope we have points of this. Well, here is in Wikipedia, Islamic State of Iraq. Now, here we can see okay, Islamic State of Iraq as a Salafi militant organization that fought efforts of United States-led coalition during the Iraqi insurgencies. Well, the current organization aimed to overthrow the Iraqi federal government to establish an Islamic State government by Sharia law in Iraq. Okay, but now here is the leader Abu Omar al-Baghdadi, Abu Ayyub al-Masuri, and Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Well, and the margins okay, and now in their general characters as a points. Now here we can see in January 2006 AQI joined 7 Sunni Islamic groups to form a coalition of Mujahideen Shura councils and continue its attacks in Iraq in June 2006. Al-Zakari was killed in United States airstrikes. Well, and now here is for Tulsi Gabbard's performance. Well, okay, in July 2004 she was deployed for a Tulsi Gabbard was deployed for a 12-month tour of Iraq, serving as a specialist with a medical company, and her tour was is 2005. Okay, and March Gabbard received a combat medical badge in 2005. Participant at combat operation under enemy's hostile life in the support to Operation Iraqi Freedom 3. But could you have any coincidence? I have any coincidence, and that is that like that. Tulsi Gabbard support Islamic State Iraqi terrorism. Well, I wish here we can see our life has been ended, and today in Bangladesh we have to have a breakfast. I have left 2 hours earlier. So see then. Khuda Hafiz.